Hello, Space Cadets, it's your old pal Vector Spaceman, back at it again, coming to you live once more from Harbor Station, broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth. Now, whether you're catching us live or after the show, we're glad to have you on board. Thanks for helping us make outer space the place to be, as we get set to rocket into another session of all the things we like to love and love to share. Hey, look at this, everybody. It's Dominic Asner, everybody's favorite local arsonist. Hello, Mr. Spaceman of the space of Star Wars, of spacecraft, of space car, of space art, of space. Ooh, gotta work on my breath control there. Thank you for that, Arson. One of these days, I'm hoping that we can just rely on you to fill up the entire time of the intro as these messages get longer and longer and more fun to read off. Now, today is Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It feels like it's been forever since we last saw one another, doesn't it? It's rare that we take 2 days off back to back. But sometimes you gotta just recharge the old fuel cells, am I right? Gotta catch up on a lot of stuff this past couple of days. I hope your week has been productive as well. Maybe you're being productive right now, while Spaceman carries you off into the evening, riding those space waves as we get set for another grand evening here at the station. Now, if you missed the last show, you know we had a blast playing Rocket League, our favorite thing to do on a Sunday stream. Played some ranked matches full of ups and downs, our rank shuffling all over the place. I think we've hit a permanent spot in that gold division. Doesn't seem as though we can break out into the next placement tier, but who knows? Maybe if we keep at it, we can keep working on those skills. You know, we had a few sick aerial plays, we just gotta keep working at it. Practice makes perfect, as they say, so you can expect we'll see more acrobatic, rocket-powered sports car action in the weeks to come. And of course, if you want to stay up to date with all of our broadcasts so that you never miss a show, well then I'll tell you what to do. Be sure that you follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and right here on Twitch. What was that, Arson? It got longer, like always. I mostly do it by using space plus the category, and if it has been, I make a custom one. Well, I appreciate the attention to detail, and that you keep showing up each and every time, giving us something fun to read off. It's always a pleasure. Well, Space Cadets, look at the time. It's the second day of the second month of the second year of the second decade of this second millennium. How about that, huh? And what better way to mark such a momentous occasion than with a little art stream? Tonight we're doing sketches of some of our favorite streamers. They've submitted models, and we're trying out Clip Studio Paint for the very first time. You know, I usually work in a roundabout sort of workflow that takes us into Adobe Flash, then pipes it through Illustrator into Photoshop for final edits, and it's been a while since I've experimented with any new software. So let's see how the world of imaging and technology has evolved in the years since I last paid attention to it. Time capsule as I am in that regard. Arson says, do you have a PS4 or PS5? No, I don't actually have either. The last time that I bought a console was the Xbox 360. It was a long, long time ago. Ever since, I've just been a PC player. Hiya, Spaceman, says Ellie of the Nova Swarm. How are you doing today, Ellie? Thanks for tuning in. Speaking of streamers, favorite streamers that we're going to be sketching tonight on the show, members of the Nova Swarm, we're going to be doing some little images of Regil and Lyra. Because, of course, we already did Ellie in one of our earlier streams, our New Year's stream. She got included in our little sketch project. That was fun. I hope you're having a great week, Ellie. I was just saying, it's been a hot minute since we were last broadcasting. I hope everybody's been doing well. Oh, excuse me just one second as I... Whoa! Arson bringing the heat, getting things lit, bringing the hype. Thanks for that. I just gotta clear my throat real quick. Hold on a second. Goodness gracious. Doing good, says Ellie, has been a busy week. Is that right? What have you been up to? On stream, off stream? I know we got a lot done these past couple of days. It was good to take a little break, step away from the show for just a couple of days, but it creeps up on you. These shows, they come fast. All that time off seems like it was gone in the blink of an eye, and here we are again. Half and half, missions off stream and prepping for stream things. Ooh, that's fun. Can't wait to see more great content from the Nova Swarm. Everybody be sure to check them out, of course. Let me use my little automated shout out dealios here. Problem is we gotta type the whole thing out. There we go. Everybody go check out the Nova Swarm channel. A 3-man show They're doing incredible work. And remember, Space Cadets, we've got a new goal this month, same as the old goal, 100 followers here on the show by the end of February. We'll start planning another special stream to mark the occasion, and I've got confidence that we can make it happen this month. We came just shy in January, but then we didn't really start pushing for it until the last couple of weeks. So this time we'll make an effort and try to find a heap of new Space Cadets to join us on our journey through the world of independent broadcasting. So if you're tuning in for the first time tonight and you like what you see, why not drop us a follow? Join the Space Cadets. Oh, goodness gracious. Speaking of, let me start from the top. Let me start from the top here, because it looks like we've got new eyeballs on the show. Everybody, Castalia is coming in with some friends of the show. Fantastic, fantastic. How are you doing, Castalia? You were just playing rhythm games, were you not? Hosts the show, raids the show, look at this. Oh, Salty, good to see you again. Welcome, welcome everybody. I was just saying, we're cruising toward our February goal here, which is to hit 100 followers by the end of the month. Almost made it in January. Came just shy. But now that we're pushing for it, I think it's within our reach. And once that happens, we're going to have another special broadcast here on the show. Sort of like the same thing that we did at the for the affiliate milestone at the start of the year. So we'll come up with something fun to do, that's for sure. Lyra's here, Castelia's here, Salty's here. Good to see you, everybody. Hello, hello. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We're doing some sketches tonight. We're doing some artwork tonight. Artwork, he said in air quotes. We'll see how it turns out, because we are trying out some new software tonight. Clip Studio Paint as it was. We got ourselves a little 3-month trial, so we'll see how things go. I was just saying at the top of the show that it's been a long time since we've experimented with new imaging software. So we'll see what's new and state-of-the-art in the world of sketching, as it were. Ellie says, I need to use CSP more too. Wow. Yeah, usually when we do artwork here, we're using Adobe Flash just to keep everything sort of aesthetically similar to the rest of the show, the model, the backgrounds, everything that we got here. But I thought, why not take this opportunity, since we're doing some sketches of some of our favorite fellow virtual streamers. Why not take the opportunity to learn a bit, you know? Clip Studio Pog, if you will. I thought it would be the anime. What anime is that, Lyra? I thought having Owen Wilson's face on there would be a pretty good giveaway as to what the WoW stood for. The anime, wow. Don't know that one. Arson says a whole bunch of nonsense here. Don't read until the end. Joe Mama. Thank you for that, Arson. Thank you for that, indeed. Where would we be without our friendly neighborhood arsonist? What a reliable fellow. Bringing some heat to the show, keeping things lit, as it were. Alright, Space Cadets, without further ado, let's get started with today's show, shall we? Time to be proper artistes, as we enjoy the finer things in life, such as the artistry that is sketchy sketches. So let's head on over to the big screen and get started then, shall we? Let me get us set up here. We gotta put on our tablet hands, there we go. And we gotta head on over to the big screen. Wow, here we go. And let's just adjust our music here for our listening pleasure. Arson says, if somebody bullies you, say, this is yo mama, so ugly even Bob the Builder can't fix her. When I think of yo mama jokes, I always think of the Far Side. Does anybody remember that hip-hop group? They had a great diss track about yo mama jokes. Alright, so this is a whole new environment here, but, I mean, this just feels great. The Pressure is perfect. Everything flows. It looks and feels like actual pencils. Vector. Spaceman. That's an NFT right there. Alright, let's clear the page here and let's get started. Feels like D's nuts! Thanks for that, Arson. You know what else? I know D's nuts jokes got real popular a while ago, but I always think of the Dr. Dre track. Like, that's all I can ever think of when somebody says D's nuts. Castelli says, I'll give you $140,000. Oh, it's too late. We deleted it. We cleared it. We can't bring it back. You can't just Control Z that sort of thing. No, it doesn't work. It's gone forever, you know? Oh, missed opportunities. I will say, though, like, everything... Oh, I don't know hotkeys. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Like, everything just feels like great for the kind of cartoony work that I'd be used to doing. Yeah, this bangs. These are some good brushes right here. These blow the old Photoshop ones out of the water, but then again, I was always using the Photoshop CS6 still, so they might have upped their game in the years since too. I mean, really, I probably haven't started using new art software since, like, it's gotta be close to a decade now that I think about it. Yo, on the last art stream, we were actually talking about tablets and stuff that we were using. Me and some other people tuned in, comparing tablets and what have you. And I actually found the receipt that I had for this Wacom tablet, this Intuos 4 that I use. And we determined that I bought it just over 10 years ago. So I really haven't updated stuff in the longest time. Oh, hey, look at this. Keelix Liger says, hello, how are you doing, Keelix? Speaking of friends of the show that we're going to be sketching tonight, I know that Keelix sent in a model for reference. I'm hoping that we can get to everybody tonight. No, Ellie, I don't often update my software, no. No, it's been quite a while. Arson says, Vector, you're old AF. That's a hefty tablet. No, I mean, it's not even huge or anything. Like, it's real slim. But, I was looking at the receipt, and yeah, it was the December 2011 was when I picked it up for something like $300, somewhere in that range. I'm sure you can get them with all the same functionality for way cheaper now, because it's not even a screen tablet. It's back when the Intuos series... Oh, let me unplug this. It's back when the Intuos were all, just pressure sensitive still. They didn't have the screen built into it. I think they might nowadays. Oh, what did I miss what you said, Arson? Hello there, General Vector. Oh, hello there, General Kenobi, but in Vector version. I do appreciate a good Star Wars reference. Thank you for that, Arson. Thank you for that. The Negotiator. It's hard to do a Grievous voice without blowing out your lungs. You gotta get Mace Windu'd in the chest for it to work properly. Anybody remember the Cartoon Network Clone Wars series? That was a Genndy Tartakovsky joint, as it were. That's why it was so good. Mr. Samurai Jack. Yes, Keelix knows what I'm talking about. Castelli, yeah, I do still have the receipt because I kept it in the box. I've still got the box when I have to put the tablet away every now and then, if I'm packing it up, and I still got the receipt sort of underneath the interior lining, so it was just sort of fortuitous that I had it. I think I was holding on to it in case I had to take it back or something, because I double-checked. Turns out I bought an extended warranty for it, but I don't think it would extend this far. No. Ellie says, I think Intuors are still pressure only. Oh yeah, Syntix have always had the displays, yeah. No, I don't think I can return it at this point. Vector, I have the high ground, you can't defeat me. Don't try it. You underestimate my power, Arson. Yeah, the cartoon one, Lyric. Wow. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of. I remember I had the, I'm pretty sure I had a DVD copy of one of those seasons. I remember watching all those right before episode 3 came out. And you got to see Grievous for the first time. And he was super slick and swift and intimidating. And then you see the movie and you're like, oh, who's this jabroni? You know? Who's this mook? You go to lava now and lose your limb. Yep, that's how it happens. That's how they get you. Arson's burning up all his points. Thanks for the party time. Alright, let's get started on some sketches here, fellas. Lads and ladies, let me pull up Tweeter here, so I can look through all of the lovely peeps who sent in their models for us to sketch. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, first up on the list, it's Castelia. Good thing you tuned in right now, eh, Castelia? Grievous is just a saber helicopter, yo. True. Got that whoop 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 whoop, like we're at a rave. Alright, can we drag and drop? Oh, look, we can drag and drop stuff right into Clip Studio. That's perfect. And we can sort of separate that. Oh, nice, and we can keep it off to the side for reference material. Yeah, buddy. Fantastic. Alright, what happens if I... Oh, and we can still sketch alongside it and stuff. Ah! No, not B. P? What's the... P is pencil, but P is also pen. So it toggles, okay. Hotkeys, gotta learn new hotkeys. Alright, it's time to draw a lovely little... And how do we want to render Castelia? I think I know what we want to do. I think I know what we want to do. We want to draw... Let's see, she got a nice little... No, that's not gonna work. That angle is all wrong, but she's got a nice little sweater sort of dealio here, and we want her sort of hunched over because we're going to be drawing her spending time with a very special person, I think. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Well, you know what? Maybe we'll just call it there for tonight, everybody. I mean... Thanks for the vote of confidence, Keelix. And we want... Let's see... Oh, I love how this pencil feels. Alright, we're gonna be roughing out some real basic stuff real quick before we clean it up. And we draw ourselves a little table here, because who could Castelia be spending time with? We're gonna find out real quick. We're gonna find out real quick. But first I gotta get these basic shapes down. Okay, Castelia has got no visible human ears, it looks like. No, just animal ears up top. Okay. You should have an oh bother like Winnie the Pooh. Oh bother. Bother, bother, bother. What was that from? That was from something. Bother, 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 bother. Okay, now how can we convey... Let's see. but we want sort of a sultry look because she's enamored with the person she's looking at, and you'll find out why in a second. And we'll do a little hair, and I guess the ears would be down like this. Yeah, because you're about to see Castelia's on a date and you're about to see who she's with. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Let's try doing some color work here. Let's see. I'll bet we can, yeah, there we go. Okay. Pooh is orange, he'll fit your colors. Oh, this is true. Didn't he wear like a red shirt? We could modify the jersey real quick. The Rocket League jersey to be something like that. Shirt comes, oh, back to black. Shirt line's kind of like that. Okay. And you know what? We really should. You know what else I'd like to try is using. Yo, we can turn stuff, mate. We can make it easier on our wrists. Oh, it's next level. Is this an eraser? That's an eraser! Yes! Clip Studio Paint is the bomb! Okay, how do I turn it back? What happens if I... Oh, we zoom. Okay. That's... Gotta find out what my tablet hotkeys do now, too. Okay, can we keep... Yeah, just a little more sketchy there. A little more sketchies. Do a little ear fluff. We've actually got a lot of people with animal ears on the lineup tonight because we got a number of, how you say, furry types. Just give some dimension to the table here. Nice, how do you do a, I was gonna say, how do you do like a candlelit dinner or something like that? And who could she be sitting across from? Let's find out. We're gonna put a little stool here, perhaps. Yeah, that's clearly a stool. That'll work for us for the moment. Okay, I feel like I messed up the cheeks here, but we can always clean that up a little bit, just a little bit. Missing some action in the chat here. Let's see. Castelia is embarrassed, but you're going to appreciate it in a second once we get to the big reveal. Who is Castelia simping for? Oh, you're about to find out, and it's all going to make perfect sense once it happens. Pizza, I mean, I give the same look when I see food. It could be that. It depends on how she wants to approach it. But no, this is going to be a callback to some discussion that was had on one of our streams, I think earlier in January. Let's see. Now I just gotta, let me just tab over here. If you think you know what I'm talking about, Castelli, don't give it away. You just keep it in your mind. Let me see. All right, that's how we do it. Okay. Gotta get the sort of shape like this. Erase at the background there. And step Sweet little arms. Little legs. Erase out some more features. I'm surprised that Castelia doesn't remember having this conversation. It's... who could it be, Castelia? It's her. It him, that's right. It is a Waddle Dee. Castelia gets to dine with the Waddle Dee. Just like you always dreamed of. So here's the story behind that. We were discussing stuff we had done in Japan, me and some other people who had been over there, and Castelia was in the chat, and the discussion turned to stuff like maid cafes and host cafes and stuff like that. And somebody had brought up that there was a Kirby-themed cafe you can go to in Japan, where if you don't have somebody with you, they'll put a little stuffed Waddle Dee in front of you at your table. And Castelia said, "I wish to dine with the Waddle Dee." And I remembered that because it's such a bizarre sentiment. Waddle Dee Lightful. Ah, good one. Let's see, does I still mean eyedropper? It does. Okay, we can pick some. Ooh, this could be fun. Brushes. Can we do like watercolors and stuff? Ugh, that's way too much. Oh, but oh, look at these strokes, these effects. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, how do we adjust brush size here? There we go. Oh, yo. I kind of like watercolors. I mean, that looks bad, but I'm gonna get way better at that once I start playing around with stuff. All right, show me pencils again. Or do we have, like, crayons or anything? Brushes. Thick brushes. Or what about, oh, pencils, pastel, crayons, here we go. Oh, yo. Very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. I love that. Oh, Mang. Mang! I is for eyedropper. Let me grab some of that. And let me just scale that down a bit so we color in the jacket. This is the perfect way to color sketches because everything looks so sketchy. Eyedrop for skin. We just give the hands some color. There we go. And some color around the face. Nice, nice. That's a little smudgy. That's a little too much. Oh, it's pressure sensitive too. Oh, this program. Loving this program. Color are Castelia's eyes? Let's zoom in here. Zip, zip, zip. Okay, sort of darker blue. There, and they kind of get a hint of a glint in them. She's so enamored by our Waddle Dee. But we should get some of this, pick up some of this blue as well. Try to work some of that into here. I keep wanting to use keep wanting to hit P for like, or B for brushes. But of course it sends me to paint brushes, which are a little much. Maybe we'll try somebody else with paint brushes. Now what the heck color is a Waddle Dee? Let me look this up. Okay, he's an orange. You know we love orange on the show. So let's pick a nice orange Waddle Dee color. P is for pencil, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee's nuts, as Arson would say. Yeah, man, Clip Studio Pog is absolutely right. I'm missing some chat here. Let's see. Salty wants to go to the Kirby Cafe. The only two places on my bucket list are the Kirby Cafe and Ham Ham Pong Pong. What's Hum Hum Pong Pong? Hum Hum Pong Pong. Why would you Waddle do that? I have no excuse. It was simply meant to be. There we go, and sort of a lighter D color. There we go. Waddle D color. Sketchy, sketchy sketches. Get them all done nice and quick. I don't think anybody else has special circumstances like Castelli and the Waddle Dee, so we should be able to crank out some more pretty quick as we get used to using Clip Studio here. Hum Hung Pung Pung is Project Moon's restaurant. Ah. I missed what you said, Arson. Throws a match into Vector Space Station. Good night. Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad that I didn't miss that then. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Good night, Arson. Everybody, thank Arson for coming in tonight. He's always so wonderful here at the top of the shows. I hope we see you again soon, Mr. Dominic Asner, everybody's favorite local arsonist. Keeping things lit, keeping things hyped, keeping things hot. Lighten up the show, as it were. Salty time for me to learn Korean and Japanese. That's probably harder than you think. Like, they sound more similar to me than Japanese and Chinese do, but at the same time, wholly different writing system. Because the Koreans, they went and they got themselves a proper phonetic alphabet, whereas the Japanese are still only kinda, sorta on their way there, what with the kana systems. Tag team it, bro. You take Korean and I'll keep throwing myself at Japanese. There's a Lobo Corp Studio Cafe? What is with all these very specific niche restaurants? Alright, how do we save stuff in this program? Let's see. Do I hit Control S? You cannot... Oh, wait, what? You cannot use this function without registering license. Do you want to register license now? What happens if I hit yes? Hold on a sec, everybody. Let me close down the screen capture for a hot second. Bloop, there we go. I think I've heard of the Monster Hunter Cafe. I definitely think I've heard of that one. Also, look at Discord to see what I did to your space station. Oh no, were you talking about you weren't talking about the Minecraft space station, were you? On the Moneyu's server? Let's see. I don't think Discord is running right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. Aw, man. Wants me to give credit card information. I'm not going to bother with this right now. So instead, what I'm going to do... we're going to cheat the system. we're just gonna print screen, and then we'll save it in Photoshop. Betcha they didn't think of that one, did they? Or maybe they did think of that one. Let's see if it works. Let's load up Photoshop. Project Moon equals Lobo cores. Oh, okay, so that's how it all ties together. That's the game studio. I see, I see, I see. Oh, I see. Is this your GIF of an exploding Alderaan that you've sent to me, Arson? Is that what that is? Well, thank you for that. I want to drink an opened can of Welch's. Welch's? What on earth is Welch's? Alright, what happens if we go new? Okay, it should give me... Alright, hold on. Let me tab this over. Blep. Can we cheat the system? Yes, we can. Okay. So now I can save these for posterity. And for posterity. Because we can post these later as well. Castelia, feet. Waddle-dee. Alright, that's one down. That's one in the can. Only took us a half hour. Who knows, we might not get very many done tonight, but we'll keep coming back to these. Alright, now who should we work on? Let's see. Bam. Castelia, I hope you enjoyed your rendition. Welch's is a soda in Lobocorp. Oh, I see. It's all Lobocorp stuff. See, I've only ever seen that game played, and I think the only time I've ever even seen it played was when I was watching the Nova Swarm stream. When we got put to work, we got added to the team. Tell me, we didn't die a gruesome death, did we? Is Spaceman still kicking? They aren't actually SCPs, but they are SCPs. What is SCP stand for? Because for some reason, I remember it being like a... It was like creepypasta stuff back in the day. And I thought it was obscure stuff then, but now I see the secure, contain, protect. Okay, yes, that is what it is. Oh, Hero's here. Hi, Hero. Hi, I'm lurking. Hopefully we get to sketch some Hero tonight as well. Thanks for tuning in, Hero. Hope you're having a great evening. I don't know that, but everybody dies a cruel death. Such is life, right? Such is life. Alright, who's next on the list here? Let's see. Next up is... next up is... Nefaltanin. Does everybody know Nefaltanin? Let me go and bring her image up here. Bam, there we go. There's Nef. A fellow space person. Space lady! What do we want to do for Nef? Let's see. Hero says, awesome, I'll be playing my game, but I'll definitely notice when you start drawing me. Alright, keep us in the corner there. Here's hoping we get to you. These are taking a little longer than I thought, because we're chit-chatting with everybody. That's what it's all about, though. We don't mind that. Much more fun with friends. Nah mean? Do you know what I mean? Alright, still got pencils working? Okay, still got stuff working. How best to render Nef here? Art streams always take longer than expected. True. I know what I want to do for Nef. Let's see. I want to play up the glasses. Let's see. What kind of pose do we want here? First of all, Neff's gonna be tough, because Neff's got a very intricate spacesuit. I mean, you look at our spacesuit, and it's basically just a jacket, but she's got all sorts of nonsense going on here. Logos and mechanical pieces. Did you guys know that she is a space geologist? What a fun job. I actually think she's doing a, what do you call it? A collaborative stream tonight with, how you say, Dragon Durant of the Yasuhiro 0088, fellow space tuber. Not sure I remember what they're getting up to tonight, but I'm pretty sure it's tonight that they're doing something together. Alright, we want to do, let's see. Art streams are like sketching in a coffee shop and chatting with... That's the perfect way to... That is the perfect way to describe it. But Neff was playing Inscription the other week, and I was watching her do that. Have you guys ever heard of that game or seen that game? It's really, really cool. I thought it was just a card game, but it's actually a game within a game, and then it becomes more than a game, and it gets real wacky. It's pretty cool. Alright, let me start roughing out some of this mechanical stuff first. And then it kind of goes out a bit more, and that's too much. Loops up. But I want to keep it, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Yada, 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 yada. Or you know what's easier? There we go. Bam. Let's rough out shapes first. All right. Big old stupid head. And we're going for a... very confident pose. And we're gonna have one arm coming up like this, hands on the glasses, because we want that old like shine effect. That's what we're gonna go for. Perfect. And then in the other arm, we're gonna have a dual disc. Because she was playing the card games the other week. That's what we're gonna do. Lyra says, chill drawing streams are the best drawing streams. That is to say, all of them. I tend to agree. I tend to agree. A dual disc, yes. Alright, now let's actually start working on trying to miniaturize some of this detail here. Okay, so this will come all the way around. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. And actually, she doesn't have a proper, like, waist. It's kind of a belt. And some utility stuff. Should have drawn her with big, stupid Yu-Gi-Oh hair is what I should have done. I love your style so much. Oh, thanks, Castelli. It's not really so much of a style. That's the weird thing is that, like, the Vector Spaceman model in that, like, it was purposefully done in a way that I don't usually draw because I wanted to hit that web aesthetic that I love so much. But when I actually do, like, cartooning and stuff, it tends to be, like, real simple, like, models, real simple shapes, like almost comic strip sort of stuff. Because I think most of my artistic inspiration, if you will, if you can even call it that, like when I wanted to first get drawing stuff, it was all, like, I've got a lot of comic strip anthologies kicking around. Series like Far Side and Zitz and Foxtrot and Calvin and Hobbes, stuff like that. That's the kind of art that I was into growing up. In fact, for a while I thought I would like to draw comics as sort of a career. Hard to get into that sort of thing, though. So I was super into stuff like webcomics back when I was in high school. Series like, oh, let me think of some. Penny Arcade, of course, still one of my favorites. Mike and Jerry, absolute G's. But series like Mac Hall, series like Control Alt Delete, series like, ooh, let me think of some other ones. Back then there was, what was it called? 8-Bit Theater? No, it wasn't. That was an animation thing, wasn't it? What am I thinking of? A lot of the Pixel comics, though. You know what I mean? VG Cats, that was a great one. Who else was putting out good content back then? Fireball 20XL or 2000XL, something like that. No, it was Fireball 20XL. The Rogues Gallery, I think it was. Series like that. Real obscure stuff now that I think about it. And then I got into a lot of series like Octopus Pie and Johnny Wander, Dresden Kodak, when I was in university. Jeez Louise, girl, you got belts for days. We're gonna have to clean a lot of this up. Let's see. Straps. See, Neff could easily be a Yu-Gi-Oh character because she's got so many belts and straps. That's how you know. Alright, how do you draw a dual disc? It's got that big dumb thing in the center with like a mechanical card feeder coming out of it. I just kind of know the shape. Kind of hooks. How much can we clean up here? Ah, keep hitting the wrong button. Still got to get used to these hotkeys. These hot new hotkeys. Maybe we got to rotate just a little bit. Not you. This one. So that I can sketch a little better. There we go. That feels a lot more natural. It's incredible what a difference that makes, because when I'm sketching on paper, of course I'll like turn the whole thing around. Make it easier for me to draw, right? But I'm not used to doing that in a digital medium. So thank you, Clip Studio Paint, for affording me incredible new opportunities. Or an Arknights character? Oh, same idea. Very over the top. Belts for days. That's always been like a... yeah, like a staple of JRPGs and stuff, right? Stuff like Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. Arknight characters have straps for days. Same idea then, yeah? Okay, we want to... let's see, elbow comes about there. Losing a lot of track of what's what here, but that's kind of all right. It kind of all blends together. Problem is you can't really tell that this is a detail here and not like a super high up groin area. Okay, so we'll lose some detail. Knee pads. Boots. Space boots, moon shoes, if you will. God, that looks bad. Whew, held my breath there. How hard is it to draw a straight line? There we go. That or clothes that make no sense. Yeah, right? Like, how are you supposed to move in that sort of thing? Good thing we're using time like this to practice using Clip Studio, because it's allowing me to pick up on some of the subtlety. Oh, hold on, what happens if I... Oh, yeah, buddy! That's built in. Fantastic. So I turn the pen upside down, it automatically defaults to eraser mode. Thank goodness. One less key to worry about. Alright, Neff, let's get started on your beautiful, beautiful face. Clean up some of this. Maybe I should have used this opportunity to start playing with layers. So, what do we want here? We want sort of a... if we're holding onto the glasses, then we want the hands to just kind of do a... What does it look like? Kind of a closed fist. But one finger up sort of thing. Okay, that'll do, that'll do. A little wrist action there. And we'll just probably have to change the size and shape of these glasses. All right, let's work on the face proper. Then we'll worry about hands and stuff. Once we got everything where we want it to go. So why don't we try making a new layer? We can do that, can't we? New layer, there we go. Oh, let me take a quick drink here. Alright, so when I draw heads, I tend to start with the eyes. Eyes are always so important. They sort of center everything else on the face. So there we go. We want kind of those foggy frames. Then what is our move tool? Nope, not that. Operation tool? No, not that. Excuse me, Nev. Let me minimize you there for a second. If I just want to move a particular layer, can I do that? Is it like move layer? Nope. Hey, what happened to my other layer? Hold on. Ah, nuts. That's why it's not working. All right. X that out. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. You can't use this function without registering. I can't cut? Can I copy? You can't copy and paste? without registering this thing? Come on, buddy. Alright, can we... Can we make it its own layer? Let's see. Wow. Wow! Like, I'm pretty sure the 3-month trial, like, I'm sure I can just cancel before I have to start paying for it, but at the same time, I don't want to take us through all that on stream here, so. What happens if... Okay, so that was everything. Alright, well, at least we didn't get too far. Alright, now let's try that again. So now if I draw something on this layer, we can hide that layer, okay. We can move that layer, okay. Success. Marginal success. Alright, as we were. So the head's gonna be about... yay big, I suppose. CSP is worth the $50, but it's even more worth $25 if you catch it on... Yeah, I guess that's kind of a given for anything, isn't it? Anything's good is even better if it's cheap, right? Man, this awesome thing is awesome, but you know what would be even more awesome? If it was cheap. Or if you're particularly enterprising, if it were free. Yar har, as it were. Alright, some of this... is getting a little muddled in here. I feel like I've heard a lot of these beats in the background here on like YouTube videos and stuff. I just searched up stream-friendly music for tonight, and this is what we got. What does a hand look like when it's, yeah, on its side like that? Let's see. When it's sort of in a clenched fist, like you're getting ready to send somebody to the Shadow Realm. Alright, let me pull up that reference. Our neference, if you will. And make sure we're on the right layer this time. Look what happened. We lost our layer again. Alright, can we lock these? What do these check marks do? Ah, there it is. Lock layer. Wait a minute. Oh, that's what it was. Did you see that? Switching between these two, I think. Yes. When I switch to this, CSP is trying to... Okay, so I added a layer to this, switch back thinking there was a layer. Ah, that makes more sense now. Alright. At least we're not loco. We know what's going on here. So why not have more fun with layers? There we go. I'm going to put this right here so that I can always tell what it is I'm drawing on. Alright, space glasses. It's nice that you can be an astronaut and still have glasses. You know, I never really wanted to be a fighter pilot or anything like that, like fly planes or whatever. But I gotta admit, I was a little disappointed still when I heard that you can't do that if you got color blindness like I do. Turns out you can't be a firefighter either. On account of you gotta be able to see all the different shades of fire so that you know how hot it is. You don't want to be jumping into a burning building thinking it's a few degrees cooler than it actually is, you know? That's kind of beans. Well, that's alright. I didn't really want to be a firefighter either. I didn't want to anyways. You know, there's a lot that firefighters do that you don't really think about. Like, they gotta respond to a lot of emergency stuff. They gotta scrape people up off the highway when there's a crash or something like that. There's a lot more they do than just actual fires, and it's a lot of gruesome stuff when you think about it. Alright, Neff's got some nice little scraggly hair that come down the center. That sort of parts out into floppy little pieces like that. Now that's too boyish. Let's see. We want it to come out and fall down. There we go. Sort of messy. Let's take away... go. There were 2 wrecks on my way to work this morning. Uh-oh. I think one had a fire truck. But I don't think there was a fire. Nope, nope. See, they get called out for all sorts of stuff. Including, but not limited to, roadside accidents, cats stuck up trees, all sorts of things. Start working on the arm proper here. It's actually got to come up a little bit. So we'll extend the arm to about there. One time there was a wreck on the highway, Castelia says, with road flares and a forensic photographer. Really glad there was a barrier hiding whatever she was taking a picture of. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you sort of crane your neck around, take a look at what's going on. You might catch something that you don't want to see. Don't even want to think what it could have been. Well, it could have been a person smeared all over the pavement. I mean, that's the truth about it, isn't it? But good on you, Castelia. You just gotta drive on by. Yeah, that's what I don't want to see. Well, I hope you're not pursuing a career as a fireman. Or fire lady. Fire person? What do they go by? Fire dude. And then the fingers are just gonna be like I had them before. Sort of one coming up here and the rest. How does that look? How does that it kind of hooks around. There we go. There we go. Where was the hair layer? I got to erase some stuff here. There we go. Underlying parts. There we go. Because it's... What am I missing here? I'm missing part of the wrist. There we go. That's what I'm missing. Thinking, why does that look so wonky all of a sudden? Okay, and the head layer is this one? Not that one. This one. Not that one. What was that hair? That was hair. Let's take that out. Kind of semi-decent neff right here. Oh, missing a little bit of... scraggly hair on the top of the head, though. There we go. Get a little more volume, I think, though. Dual master over here. Let's see, I think we did the design semi-decent justice. What do you guys think? Fireboys, yeah, that's the term for them, that's right. Very inclusive. Psh. A Neff, there, it is cute. Like, I just really love Neff's design in general. Like, where's another one here? Let's see. Nefalton's just got a really, really, really cute design. What's that term for, like, when you see something that's like really adorable, really cute, and you just want to like squish it, like when you see a dog's face or something like that, and you just want to smush it and be like, oh, you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so adorable, how can I pulverize you, sort of thing. Like, you're too cute for this world. Neff is adorable, that's a thing. Cute aggression. I think it's called like cute aggression or something like that. Look that up. Cute aggression. Okay, I was right. Yes, that is what I'm thinking of. But Neff, I always feel that way when I look at her model. I get that sense of cute aggression. It's like, you're too cute. I just want to tussle her hair and steal her glasses and push her down a flight of stairs. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Ah, that's not weird, right? All right, let's close this out. Take a quick print screen so that we can drop it in our Photoshop file, because we're cheating the system if we can't save. In Clip Studio Paint, then we can save in Photoshop. All right, that's good, that's good. That's another one down. We don't have to save changes to our reference material. There we go. All right, another one. New file, there we go. Who should we work on now? Let's see, who was on the list next? I tell you what though, maybe we should skip some of the list and focus on people who are here with us tonight. Some of the wonderful people who have tuned in. People like Lyra and Rig, for example. Let's see, let's see. I don't think I've ever drawn Lyra or Regal. And for good reason. Because look at this. I mean, just look at this. This is some next level designs right here. Did you guys know that Lyra is part robot? You never really notice. Either an android or a cyborg, something like that. She hides it well. The hair is stunning, right? Very complex. Let's see if we can find a way to translate that into sketchy Spaceman styles. Oh no, what did you do, Castelia? Let me look at this, hold on. Can we pull this up for everybody to see? Let's see. Oh, hold on. Hustle her hair and steal her glasses and push her down a flight of stairs. You know what I mean? I just want to hustle her hair and steal her glasses and push her down a flight of stairs. You know what I mean? Perfect. What a wonderful clip. Thanks for that, Castelia. Oh, geez Louise. Where did our music go? Let's see here. That's my new favorite clip. Thanks for that. But you all know what I mean, right? Like you see a really cute model. Sometimes. That's what you gotta do. You gotta choose violence sometimes. Alright, we'll put you up here so that we can keep an eye on you, Lyra. Alright, we're still on pencil. There we go. Okay. What? What did I do? What did I do? Okay. Undo. Oh, wouldn't that be rough? If they said you can't even do something as simple as undo without registering. Good gracious. I thought that's what they were giving me there for a second. Alright, alright. You know what vibe Lyra's kind of got? Is almost like with that big fur, like almost hood element to the design. It's almost like a Cruella de Vil sort of look, with the big hood coming over, or the big what is that? Not a shawl, but big puffy shoulder piece, you know? Alright, how do we want to draw Lyra? Let's see here. Jacket fluff. Yes, that's it. The technical term is jacket fluff. Alright, if I was going to draw Lyra, I'm thinking, like if we were just to sketch something out here, I'm thinking something like, not quite. I'm thinking something like very runway sort of pose. You know what I mean? Arm down the side sort of thing. One leg out, sort of, you know, pulling off. I can't, obviously it doesn't translate on the live 2D model when I'm posing in front of the camera, but let's see what we can do here. Lyra exudes confidence. Now, Lyra's got a more angular face. Let's see if we can't translate that. These are all going to come out in wildly different styles. Lyra do be the most smug. Is that what it is? Is it just smugness? Because that's a whole different, emotion to convey. Oh, there's just so much going on here. Let's see. I'm thinking... Let's see. Nose is also quite sharp. Let's see. Ooh, I love some of the texture that I'm getting off of this. Now, how can we do lips in Clip Studio Paint? I might have to zoom in a bit to get the kind of detail that I want here. Let's see. Not you, this one. Got that sort of curl at the edges there. Yes, here we are, here we are. Yes, when I zoom in, suddenly it starts to all come together. Let's see. Lyra approves. Bringing the fire, bringing the heat.
Perfect.
Not quite, not quite. Now, of course, we see Spaceman has all kinds of styles that he can appropriate and mimic and what have you. We're suddenly starting to see a more realistic take. Hadn't intended that, but let's see how far we can go with it. Ellie just asked me if I exude confidence or smugness. The answer is yes. And that kind of is demonstrative of both those traits at the same time, isn't it? Why settle for one? The world is yours. Man, if I were to pair Clip Studio up with one of those actual, like, what do you call them? Like the Cintiqs, like the tablets that actually have support for a screen built into them. I'd be able to rotate on the fly. That would be some next level artsmanship right there, now that I think about it. Might have to start thinking about investing. All right, and we... Ooh, yeah, buddy. Ooh, yeah, Lyra. Using some heavier line work now. Hey, Tetralemnus! Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're having a great evening. Hope you've had a great week, this first week of February. Just doing some sketchy sketches today of some of our most favoritist fellow virtual streamers. Are you familiar with members of the Nova Swarm? Lyra. Okay, question, Lyra. And Ellie, and Regal, since you guys are probably in the know. This biz underneath the eyes here, is that part of the goggles, or is that on the actual face? Is that Android parts? What's that there? I don't think I've ever seen Lyra without the visor. Those are digital eyes on the goggle. Okay, okay. I am doing well tonight, Tetralemnis. Thank you. Oh my goodness gracious, you can't hear me. My bad, my bad. I just got carried away there. I figured out there was a hotkey for rotating the screen, and I was trying to figure out how I was doing that. You didn't miss much. Also, Rig isn't here. He's streaming right now. That's why I'm on my chatting account. That makes sense. This makes sense. Everybody, if you didn't do so earlier, be sure to check out the Nova Swarm channel. I'll give another little shout out here. Nova Swarm _VT3. They're doing fantastic work over on their 3-person channel. And Regal's streaming stuff right now. Isn't that fun? I think so. Maybe check him out, you know? Alright. We got to figure out hair business. Or maybe we should stay focused on the other elements first. Lyra's got earpieces, like a Saiyan scouter. Because you know every single member of the Nova Swarm team is well over 9,000. How's your day been? Ho! Kohaku, I didn't even notice you slip in there. Goodness gracious. Hello, hello. How's your day been so far? It's been fantastic, thank you so much. I was saying at the top of the show, it's been a few days since we had done a stream. I almost forgot what it felt like to have a little time off, because it's very rare these days that we do 2 consecutive days without a broadcast. I was starting to miss everybody. Tetralemnis says, I haven't had my hair curled like that since forever. Me too, me too. Although in my case, it's since ever. That's a little wild for my style. See, Vector, I got a permanent case of helmet hair under this thing here. So that's why we don't take it off. It's a bad hair day every day. All right, I want to go ahead and I want to make another layer, since we figured out how to do that, for googles, which is to say goggles. Let that wrap around like this, and we'll color that in a sec. And it looks like we've got kind of a work up to this point, and then it comes up over the bridge of the nose, and then back around the other side. Really probably should have done the whole thing in purple. What if it was purple? But we'll fix that in post. Once we try our hand at some hairdos. And let me lock this biz down so I don't accidentally draw over it. The googles, yes. They're fancy purple googles. The curls are so much fun. To draw might be another thing entirely. So you know what? Let's go with a base purple to begin with. We're gonna rough out some curly area. How do we want to do this? It's kind of like flippity flippity, flippity flippity. And then we'll work on outlines after the fact. This is gonna look garbage, I can tell. I'm no good at drawing curls. Let's see. Can we fix this somehow? Let's see. The back, I mean, it all goes, there's sort of a mass of hair. We should do this layer by layer here. Let's see. Can I make my brush size bigger? Let's see. Castelli is a fan of purple. Well, everybody's a fan of purple, aren't we? All right, and we'll use layering and color tricks. To fix some of this, let's see. Small, 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 there we go. All right. So it breaks off from the side here, on the far side of the head. That's important. On the left-hand side, and we are going to have to erase a lot of this, but this is our sort of origin point for the sweep of the hair. You know what? We'll just have fun with it. We'll just let it curl and sweep however we want, because we don't have to be 100% on model, you know? It's an interpretation is what it is. It sweeps off and gets low, 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 like a spiral, piercing the heavens. Remember, Space Cadets, Spaceman believes in you. So believe in him who believes in you. So we just want progressively smaller curls. You know what? That's not so bad once you get the hang of it. And then you fill the middle in with additional color. Different shades, that's what it is. This must have been a hassle to set up in live 2D. That's all I'm thinking right now. I'm sort of getting how you probably did it. Like when I look at the model here, I'm seeing, okay, this, how can I highlight here? This is probably its own separate piece. That's its own separate piece. That's its own separate piece. And then you've got the background parts that would move independently. Parts like this, part like that. Or at least that's how I'd probably have done it. I don't know if that's how you accomplished it. But believe me, folks, it looks a lot better in motion. Oh, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. Everyone that draws Lyra must suffer the curls. Kind of. We got Sagi Aliapo. Hi, Vector. Hi, Lyra. Hey, hey, hey. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for tuning in. We're doing some sketches. Some of our favorite, most favoritist fellow virtual streamers. All right, where did I leave those colors? Here we go. We're just chit-chat. A good start to February, as it were. All right. Now behind, it sort of becomes more twisty, curly stuff like that. We're definitely not getting the same volume as the official model. I think my scale is all off. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We're learning here. I never would have thought to do a design like Lyra's if it hadn't been offered to us as something to draw, something to spend time on. How do we unlock? There we go. So here's what we do to finish up the hair real quick. We color in these spaces. And then to give the illusion of the sort of curly pieces, we go ahead and we grab this darker shade of purple. What if it was purple, y'all? And we start filling in the between space for these curls. Now your mind's going to be thinking, oh, I see. That's an illusion of depth right there. We can trick our brains into thinking, oh, there's complexity at work. And that's how art works, people. We just gotta find the most efficient way to trick our brains into thinking, oh, that looks cool. Or rather, tricking other people's brains into thinking, that looks cool. All right. And that might not even be the hardest part of Lyra's design. Jeez Louise. I think when I saw Lyra's curls, I was like, why are you doing this to us? But you know what? People do appreciate models with some technical complexity to it. I mean, you look at Spaceman. I get by just on the sort of opposite end of the spectrum. People are like, oh, how charming. It reminds me of cartoons I would watch as a youth. You know, I got that nostalgia factor. But other people, they want to see models with you know, 10,000 points of articulation and crazy effects and hand capturing and tongues that stick out and dynamic poses, all sorts of stuff. It's getting hard out there for a virtual streamer. Tetralemnus says, I barely art anymore, but yeah, that sounds right. I don't know what I'm doing, I say as I draw. Yeah, we're all just doing our best to get by. Let's add another layer underneath the head layer. And we'll just lock these out so I don't mess them up absent-mindedly as I continue to learn how to control Clip Studio here. Alright, Lyra's got kind of a nice little... Why is nothing showing up? Hold on. Oh, because we're painting in white. There we go. There we go. Gotta love me some perfect sync? Sorry, what's perfect sync? And she got the sort of necktie going here. So remind everybody, Nova Swarm members, everybody's contribution to the team when it came to art design and rigging and everything like that. Because believe it or not, people, this is actually an intensely competent artistic trio. Let's get that big shoulder puffiness sorted out. Let's see here. Gonna go around the outside. Come down about here. It was definitely a team effort. Yeah. I know Ellie has talked before about it. But for those unaware, Lyra, here we go. Lyra and I did the character design. Lyra did the art for the live 2D models. Ellie made all our graphics. Okay, we got two explanations. Ellie made all our graphics, I did character art, Regel did a majority of the rigging, and Ellie did final touches details. Isn't that cool? Having a whole team you can rely on. And then there's the rest of us schmoes. Trying to get it all done by our lonesomes. Alright, big, puffy, almost fur looking. There we go. Give yourself credit here, you've done an incredible amount. Well, I have said it before, it's easy to do the amount that we do here when everything looks so sketchy on purpose. It allows me to cut a few corners when you think about it. So I'll use that to my advantage. Ermine effect here. Castelia says, you can use Unity to add blend what? Hold on. You can use Unity to add blend shapes to a 3D model, essentially making it one of those memojis that iPhones have. Unfortunately, the mocap software is exclusive to iPhones for the moment, but I can stick up my tongue and puff my cheeks and all that Oh, I didn't know that. Modern problems require modern solutions, people. All right, I think that this Lyra design is going to be more of a bust than a full model, because I think we can move on to some other friends of the show, get their models done, as many as we can. I did have fun time drawing those curls, though. I like these little light loops that come off. Tell you what we are going to do. We are going to color in the visor, though. And, oh, you know what we'll do? love this pencil crayon brush. Oh, Ellie says also I only gave you the waist up PNGs. Oh, is that right? Oh, you're right. You are right, okay. Didn't even notice that. Castelia says, I barely stick out my tongue, but I can move my mouth all around and it tracks eyebrows and stuff. Really cool stuff, and the whole setup only costs 18 bucks. What a steal! And like an hour of your time. It's so easy and nothing is easy for you. But you use, that's just for, I mean, obviously that's just for 3D models, right? Because do you actually use, what is it, Vroid Studio or whatever that is? For the 3D models? I know I've heard that tossed around. That term. It's software, right? Yeah, it's a 3D model. Okay, use Vroid. Gotcha. Where do I find brush opacity? Is that an option that they give you? Surely it must be, right? Brush size. Density. Charcoal has opacity. Crayons don't have opacity. How odd. Alright, well, let's see how this works. Yeah, nice little pink visor. Hit it with those streaks. Little light effect, and then we gotta give it the old... No, that doesn't look very good. Can't tell what it is. A little smaller. A little darker. Little digital eyes. Those who know will know. There we go, semi-distant Lyra. Print that screen. Pop it into my Photoshop for later. Fairly pleased with that one. Tell you what, I do appreciate getting the opportunity to work on curls and stuff. That is definitely something that's not really in my wheelhouse. Always be improving, people. Alright, let's pop open a new page here. Say farewell to Lyra. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad that you approve, Lyra. Castelia likes it as well. Now, I wonder who else is kicking around still. Oh, it looks like we got a number of names lurking in the chat here. Let's see. Ooh, you know what'll be a challenge? We gotta push ourselves. That's what it's all about tonight. We don't just want girls with cat ears eating dinners with Waddle Dees. I mean, we want something a little more, you know, artistically stimulating than that, don't we? I'm not sure if Keelix is still around, but I know that we got Keelix's reference here too. Let's pull this one up on screen. This is definitely going to be a challenge. Something different. Hey, don't diss my ears. So speaking of stuff that is not at all my style. Oh, Keelix is still here. Hey, hey. All right. Let's give your model a go, shall we? Okay, good. Scale that down a bit. Find a nice size. There, that's nice. Okay, how do we draw a character like Keelix? Very green. I appreciate the commitment to a solid color. Guess you guys can't see some of it there. It's hidden behind the logos and stuff. There we go. Yes. Yeah, someone dedicated to one solid color myself. I appreciate the aesthetic. You like green? I can tell. Now, I don't know about you guys, but furries are kind of weird, aren't they? And I don't mean that in any sort of derogatory way. But talk about a commitment to one's craft. Have you guys ever seen like those really, really tricked out fursuits that some people have got? Wow, says Keelix. No, I'm not starting. I'm not trying to start fights or anything like that. But did you guys know that some of those fursuits that some people wear, they run like thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars? Yeah, Lyra, furry artists can make hella bank. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yup. And it's definitely an art style. Now he's dissing your ears. Now you guys will notice Keelix Liger here is not technically a lion, not technically a tiger, but technically a liger. Which always makes me think of that, what was it? Napoleon Dynamite scene? Do you guys remember that film? But actually, ligers are real things, technically. Technically, lions and tigers can occasionally crossbreed. Like horses and donkeys making mules and stuff. Lyra says, I think I remember a thread somewhere saying how parking lots at furry conventions are filled with fairly expensive cars. Yeah, when you think about it, well, you get a furry convention, you've probably got hundreds of thousands, perhaps approaching a fat millions of dollars of suit, you know, all in one place. It's crazy when you think about it. Castelia says suspiciously wealthy furries is a good band name. Ellie says, I've seen how much fursuit fabric costs, the price is valid. The consumer base is surprisingly filled with professionals, supposedly. Yeah, it's not just like weirdos, right? I mean, I'm sure every fan base, every sub-genre kind of community is full of weirdos in its own way, but it does sound like I'm ripping on them. I don't mean to do that, but, you know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Every con, there's people who dedicate to a variety of hobbies. But fur stuff, I've always thought that's next level. Alright, let's see if we can't do some justice to Keelix here. Obviously, we're not going to go for one-to-one specific stylings here. Oh. But let's see if we can't capture the essence of a helix in a more Spaceman cartoony-esque style. I always just like drawing animal mouths. They've got such a wondrous shape. Maybe it stems from drawing, like tracing over stuff like Garfield and Calvin and Hobbes when I was little. I just always loved that sweeping shape to it. Castelia, I've probably got a fursuit's worth tied up in Nendo's. Well, there you go. You could always make the leap. Just gotta divest. Speaking of ears, Tetralemna says, I saw a picture of a kitten with really round ears. It looked like a panther. Are you certain that it was not a panther? Have you considered this? Sometimes things that look like panthers are in fact panthers. Though to be fair, sometimes things that look like panthers aren't panthers and are in fact run-of-the-mill kittens with round ears. So we'll have to take your word for it. I did consider. All right, as long as you didn't, as long as you double-checked. All right, I kind of want to make Helix look. Why do I feel like he's gonna come out looking like Party Cat? Actually, we should move things down here so we got some more space to work with. Let's go. Oh, don't worry, Castelia. We'll let you indulge in that that destructive plastic obsession of yours. Now, what do we got going on here? Let's zoom in on the face. This big furry face. But you know what? I do kind of want to give some definition to the eyes at the same time, so that looks more like an actual cat. Which a liger is technically almost. It's part of the cat family, just not a domesticated cat. But this looks more mischievous. Maybe we gotta bring the lids down a bit. And clean that up a bit. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is, because we're making it more almond-shaped at the front here, which is not quite how Helix goes for it. See, now it looks a little more masculine. It's funny how little changes to designs can skew our whole perception. Our ability to recognize facial features is truly interesting. And what's more, fairly complex. Don't like the way that looks. Here we go. What do we got? How does it keep switching to white on me? There we go. Cat's eyes. Helix has got kind of... There we go. I always start out simple and then it gets a little more detailed on me by accident. But if we get too detailed and realistic, we're going to be here all night. All right, let's see. How do we want to translate? All right, let's start on ears. Ears I like. Or actually, we should start on... You know what? Yeah, should we scrap? No. I'm gonna say, if we keep committing to certain features, we're gonna be here all night. Let's see. Kind of a series of poofs on the top of the head. Just come up into a... That doesn't look great, but... Almost like a dumpling sitting right on top of your head. And we'll give you some nice little ears. Look at that. Look at that. And now the sides that you got going on here are kind of remind me of tiger details. Did y'all ever see Tiger King? That show that was on, what was it on? Was it a Netflix show? But I heard that they were going to be getting a second season. I think we talked about this on stream before. That they were going to be getting a second season, but what's his name? Joe Exotic, which, by the way, is a fantastic name for a guy who runs a tiger zoo or a tiger sanctuary, whatever you want to call it. But that they were getting a second season, but he's still in prison. Spoiler alert. Not sure when that's supposed to come out. But I'll be watching it. You know I'm all about reality TV. Good dramas. Yeah, we did talk about... Oh, it is all out already? Alright. Guys, we gotta call it there because I've got Tiger Kings to watch. I'm gonna have to make time in my schedule for that. Alright, we like a little scruffy mane at the front here. Now hold on, I'm just noticing this now. And I'm not sure why it didn't really click for me before. I think it's because the colors are so flat. This is totally a 3D model, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen Keelix on stream, so I never noticed it. I've been following Keelix for a while, but I've never actually seen one of his programs. But yeah, when I started seeing these pieces here, I was like, hold on, that's just layered up cones, basically. That's why it looks like that. I don't think we're doing justice to the ferocious liger here. I think this is looking more like a... more like something out of the Aristocats, is what was coming to mind. The whole thing turned out flatter than I had expected. And we're gonna make this more like Lyra's bust work as well. We'll kind of cut it off there so we can get some more models in as well. Yeah, like, look at this, like the... Here's what we do, here's what we do. Will it allow me to do this? Let's see. Can we expand? Can we scale, rotate, fill? I just want to move it. Can we move it? Yes, okay. There. Problem sort of solved. We can work around that. Alright. Because I was thinking there's no room for his big, thick eyebrows. Which definitely stand out. I like those. Little ear fluff. Whoosh. Cat's always got that going on. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Big ol' eyebrows. Castelia says, I think I gotta head on out, Mr. Spaceman. Thanks for the stream and the chance to dine with a Waddle Dee night, everybody. Everybody, say farewell to Castelia. And if you haven't already, be sure to check her out. A fellow virtual streamer here. Here's the shout out. Everybody be sure to show her some love. I'm so glad you tuned in tonight. I'm so glad that you enjoyed your little sketch that we made, Castelia. Hope we see you again soon. You have a great evening. Jeez. Usually they don't, but that party horn, that one startled me. You too? Oh, thanks, Castelia. Oh wow, we're already 2 hours into this art stream, huh? I think we can go a little longer, though. I'm having fun. I don't know about you guys. I think everybody likes a good art stream. Now, I know this isn't explicitly on model, but here's what I want. I want to give a little poof, a little slick detail at the top of Keelix's head. That looks like it belongs to me. That's a little artistic interpretation right there. Keelix approves, and we're good to go. Ugh. Ooh. Nice bushy eyebrows there. All right, all right. Oh, you know what I want to do for this one? Here's what I want to do. I want to try out the watercolor brushes. Let's do that, huh? B is for brush, watercolor. All right. Wet wash. Let's see. Turn the opacity down a bit. Ooh, that's got a lot of bleed to it. All right. Trick to this is going to be progressive layering. Just like with real watercolors. You guys ever work with physical media? Fellow virtual streamers? It's been a while since I've done anything on like Canvas or stuff like that.
Wow.
Wow. It's always super fun, I think. Ellie says, I used to do a lot of fine liner and and Copic marker stuff. See, we need a darker green for the chest hair. And the hair. Wait, that's not watercolor. Where'd my watercolor go? B. B is for brush. There we go. This will be fun to do. We can kind of layer it out in streaks and strokes, but we kind of need a better base before we can start with that. Let's get a big old brush size. Here we go. Ooh. That feels great. But not anymore, because digital art is cheaper. Don't have to keep paying for new supplies. Well, now that I know what Clip Studio is, oh, this just feels beyond fly. I'm not sure if it's actually trying to fill, but it kind of feels like it is. And, oh man, I don't know if you can tell. The shades are kind of changing as I move the brush around. It's real slick. Bigger. There we go. That's not actually looking as good as I thought. We'll adjust opacity again. Yeah, we want subtle shifts and changes here. Which means a lot of layering. Here we go. And now it kind of gets drowned out though. Gosh darn watercolors. All right. Lighter is better. You don't want it to get away from you. But speaking of lighter coloration, we do need to fill in the ears here. We can tone that down a bit and bring the opacity back up. Fill in a little more around the nose. Oh, the nose has to be darker too. The little snoot, the little snout. Too much. There we go. Very subtle, very subtle. And the last thing that we'll do is the muzzle here, which is a finer, lighter color. Oh no, but we lose some of that detail around the... Oh no, it's still there. We still got it. We still got it. We do have to lighten it considerably though, if we want it to show up proper. And why is that? That's because we're building upon the stuff underneath, isn't it? So in that case, maybe we want... Okay. Make a new layer, one unimpeded by stuff going on underneath, and there we go. Now we can make a nice lighter color. Perfect. Oh, green eyes. Gotta give him green eyes. Ooh, that's a bit bright. Bit heavy. There we go. You know what? We can actually just darken the tops here. Ooh, yeah, buddy. And just fill in the centers. As one do. Ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of a nice looking cat person, liger person. I don't know. I don't know. Boop the snoot. Oh, hey, Witherling, everybody. Guess who just showed up to the sketchy art stream tonight? It's _Witherling. Our #1 most favoritist. Oh, wait, that wasn't the right command. Shout out _Witherling. Our #1 most favoritist artist and fellow streamer. Show him some love, check him out. How are you doing today, sir? Hey! Getting this party started, getting things hype, getting things lit. We're drawing some friends of the show tonight. Testing out Clip Studio Paint. It's our very first time trying it out. Got that 3-month trial. Or I shouldn't even say that. We got the super basic test version that still wants us to connect a credit card. We'll find a way to get the full thing working, though, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Witherling knows what I mean. But so far, so good. We've had some pretty fun drawing times, testing out different tools, drawing friends of the show, Castellian, the Waddle Dee. But we're just working on Helix Liger right here, who seems to have enjoyed his rendition. We're so pleased to hear that. Let me take another screenshot here so that we can save this for posterity. How does it feel? It feels super slick. Like, I really love the pencil brushes. Feels very natural. I really like being able to rotate the whole screen super easily. Keeps me from having to, how you say, like, contort myself around the tablet. And I think if I paired that up with, like if I were to splurge on a Cintiq or something, some sort of screen-based tablet, ooh, we'd be in business. That'd be some next level biz right there. I mean, it's not gonna replace Flash, Adobe Flash in my heart, obviously. The illustration tool that isn't really for illustrating. Obviously, that'll still be the main aesthetic for the channel. But this is a fun tool to use. I'm really glad that we picked it up. That we started trying it out. All right, everybody. Who else can we do here? Let's spool up another one. So long, Helix. There we go. Flash is my favorite slideshow program. Well, that's cool. At least it beats out, how you say, what is it called? PowerPoint. No, so Flash was used for just web assets. It's a vector-based action script utility. So the whole purpose behind it was to make assets that could be stored digitally super easily, super compressed, super compact, so that you could load it swiftly. So that's why it got used for things like web animation and Flash games, stuff like that. But yeah, I guess technically you could have used it for stuff like slideshows. I think most people used it for interactive websites, is what its intended utility was, as part of the Creative Suite. So things like, you know, like early Web 2.0, like landing pages that you'd see on websites, different drop-down bars, stuff like that, before HTML5 and stuff like that. Macromedia, baby! Yeah, so actually, I actually got started using Flash when it was still owned by Macromedia. Most people know it as Adobe Flash because it was part of the Creative Suite for so long, but yeah, I got into it right at the tail end when it was Macromedia Flash 7 or Flash 8. That's when I started using it. Oh no, Spaceman, you're letting people know how old you are again. Don't look too deep into that, people. I got started when I was very, very young. Flash 8 was great! Flash 8 or Flash 7 was my first intro to it, and was Flash 8... For some reason, I feel like that was the one that introduced different layer effects to movie clip objects. I could be wrong. But I know I tooled around with it a lot, making simple animations back in high school and such. All I knew was Newground, says Tetralemnus. Well, I can understand why they'd still prefer Flash 8. I mean, by the end of its life cycle, Flash never really, like, changed a whole lot from when it got picked up by Adobe. I can't recall a huge amount of improvement. Like, they never implemented a... Or maybe they did in a later version that I'm not aware of, but as far as I knew, they never implemented, like, a bone-based rigging system for animation use. Because I remember I'd always have to animate rotations in groups and by hand, and tween stuff, fix it all up sort of individually. It got worse. Still have to use swivel. Tetralemna says, all I knew was Newgrounds. I didn't know what made Flash or how it worked. Yeah, well, that was that's what was going on under the hood. Was Adobe and previously Macromedia Flash. Actually, I think it was owned by somebody else before Macromedia too. But that was well before my time. Well before I got interested in it. But yeah, that's what got me into, or interested in, game development and animation and so many hobbies. Alright, let's take a look at who's next on our list of people who wanted to be sketched today in our sketchy art stream. Oh, you know what? I know that Hero was asking to be done, and I know he said he was keeping the stream up sort of in the corner while he was working on stuff, so let's give him something to check out, shall we? Let's see, pull this up. Sketchy art stream indeed. Hello there, Stevie. Dad, is that you? Yes, Stevie. I am your father. The art father tonight. How are you doing, Stevie? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're having a great evening. We're trying out Clip Studio Paint. I've said before, I haven't really updated my graphic software in a long time. So we're trying out some new utilities tonight as we're making quick sketches of some friends of the show, fellow virtual streamers. And here's the next one that we've got planned here. Here's Soul, the Hero King himself. Kind of a not all that crazy design. Fella in a hoodie, blue jeans, crazy magical swords. You know, pretty standard. Is the queue full? Listen, we're not gonna get to everybody tonight anyways, so no, technically the queue is not full, because we could keep loading it up. You want us to slot you in there, Witherling? Sketch a little space squid when we got the time? Yeah, man, look at this. These pencil strokes. Oh, it feels so natural, so smooth. I loves it. I loves it. We can have a little itty bitty art trade, winky face. That's right. Witherling did some wonderful Spaceman art when we were playing Rocket League the one time. He seemed to gravitate to our comment on touching balls. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Balls. Ah. See, absolutely we'll work on a witherling. Alright, but let's do soul here first. So let's get back to our cartoony roots when we do soul, shall we? So let's see, we'll go for... Oh, but you know what? We're not going to be able to see his scar that he got there and such. So we'll go more of a circular style. Here we go. He's got those angry brows. He's an angy boy. Alright, and we pop that little scar business in here. Urgh. But he's a happy guy, you know? He doesn't let it keep him down. And we'll just follow up here. Clean some of this up. We did say it would be sketchy. I find that's how I draw in physical media as well. A lot of eraser work. Has he got like a fade going on? No, not really. Just kind of a swept side parting kind of thing. The Hero King himself. Not so bad, not so bad. Real quick work. I got that. Little ear detail. We're really off kilter here, but we'll make it work. I feel like I don't... I can't zero in on where the eraser is. If I have one complaint, that might be it. This is looking more like Abrod's design. Alright, and we got the big hoodie. Hoodies are fun to draw. Press E? No. Like I know... Like I can see the cursor. I mean, when I'm using the eraser, the bounds of where it is actually erasing don't seem to correspond to the eraser cursor, is what I mean. Like it feels like there's sort of a ghostly zone around it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. That's kind of what it feels like. Oh, and he's got scruffy little chin scruffs too. There we go. I don't love how simple I've made this hair, but I think we're gonna have to let it slide for now.
Perfect.
All right, Hero, let's look at the rest of yous. All right, we're just kind of gonna go for, oh, he's got like the Letterman style. Like sports jersey kind of. I mean, that's what I always think of when I see the mixed colors. You know what? I kind of want... We're going to change this up a bit. We're going to make a more dynamic pose. If we're going simple, we'll make it more dynamic. Arms out. Or no. Arms coming back. Stevie's off. Stevie says, I've got some funny business to take care of. I have a good sketchy stream. We'll do our best. And hey, Hero, welcome back. Stevie, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great evening. I hope we get to see you again soon in the future. Don't be a stranger. We're always glad to have you here. Hero says, had to end my stream already because of technical difficulties. Oh, geez, Louise. What's going wrong? Tetralemnus wishing Stevie a good night. Everybody wish Stevie a good night. We only want the best for Stevie. Here's hoping all his funny business gets taken care of in short order. Hero says it just suddenly cut off the video when I was playing my game, which also cut off the audio I could hear from the game and my friends. Bizarre. Let's see, we're gonna give Hero more heroic pose here. Let's see. Has he got... Let me take a quick look here. Is this supposed to be like... Okay, no, that's just pockets. I was gonna say, is that like a chain coming off the... belt on the go? Arms outstretched. Leave some room for the, as we'll see shortly, the cuffs. There we go. Stretch. Yes, exactly. You know, we got the... All right, how do we draw hands? Not like they're Grinch hands. Come on, there we go. There we go, and we're gonna put some of his hero swords up in here. Which ones can we see? That one's cool, got kind of a dragon wing vibe to it. Ah! These aren't going to be completely on model, but you get the gist. And the other hand, same deal. God, that hand got beefy. He's the hero king, people. Oh, actually, can I? Yo, isn't this cool? I just noticed this while I was tooling around with it before the stream. You can make little, like, directed, undo all those, like, connections from where you just put the cursor. So, like, I could do that, and suddenly, oh, we've got a perfectly straight sword edge. Isn't that cool? That is a neat little feature, I gotta say. Hey, check it out, everybody. Poorly, that's how I draw hands. Yo, me too, though, me too. Hands and feet. If I'm trying to draw feet, it's basically like, if this is the bottom of a shoe or whatever, I'm basically like roughing it out as a perfect square to begin with, and then I'm filling in shapes past that point, you know? Make it like a loaf of bread. Hey, everybody, you should try the figure ruler tool. What is the figure ruler tool? I've said it twice, but I want to get to the bottom of this. Check it out, everybody. It's Manayu. Everybody's #1 most favorite sea turtle of all time. Give her a shout out. There we go. Show Manayu some love, everybody. What were you up to tonight, Manayu? Were you doing, it's Wednesday. Were you doing anime music quiz again? We're just drawing some of our favoritist friends of the show here. We'll be posting our finished works to the Twitter later on. Just working on Hero King Soul right now. Does he look familiar? Little jackets, little cartoony. He looks amazing. Oh, you were working on the aquarium in Minecraft. You were making a little home for Jean-Pierre. Was that was that the turtle's name? I can't recall. Part of me wanted to say Jean-Luc, like Jean-Luc Picard. Yes. Alright, that looks like a sufficiently cartoony Hero King Soul. He's ready to leap into action to save the day. Are we missing any details? A little detailing on the cuffs, but that's about it. Little crown on the one shoulder, kind of off to the side. Hope you approve, Hero. Let me go ahead and save that. And by save, I mean take a quick screenshot, because they won't let us actually save in this test version that we got running. We'll fix that in short order, though. Looks great. All right. I'm pleased. I'm pleased that you're pleased. Witherling, you were just talking about the figure ruler tool. Where can I find that? Is that going to be something like something to help you scale body proportions or something? A sword swinging maniac. Yeah, he's still got to learn the ways, the way of kings. Press U. Okay, press U. Pressing U. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Direct draw, curves, lines, speed. Oh, yo. We can make arcs. Arcs and tangents and cotangents. I feel like I'm back in math class. I feel like I'm using vector tools again. What happens if I press enter? Will it? Oh, yo. Oh no, two tools under. All right, where were you? Frame border. This is, yo, there's a lot here. All right, where were we? Here? This one. Ruler. Figure ruler. All right, making shapes. Shapes are helpful. Guides, perspective rulers. Figure ruler. Figure. Try the circle and draw on it. Oh, yo, hold on, hold on. Is this gonna... Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Ho, 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 ho. It lets you fill along the lines. That's awesome. So you know how hard it is to make brushes follow line shapes in Photoshop? Like, I don't even bother with it. It's such a hassle. And let me guess, we can probably use the pencil tool to do it too. Yeah, yeah. You can delete the ruler on the layer. Is this so? Let's see. Select tool, select tool, select tool. Is there a select tool? Yeah. I'll take your word for it. Oh, right click it. Right click, right click, right click. Delete ruler. And then it's just what we drew. And then it's just, whoa. That is beyond fly. We're learning so much here, everybody. This is an educational program. We have Professor the Witherling here with us. Creme de la creme, baby! Ho 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 ho! That's French for cream of the cream, for those of you not in the know. A little redundant, but, you know, it's French. C'est la vie. Alright, so that's Hero. Cream of the crop. It's the eye of the liger. It's the cream of the crop. Alright, did we save Hero's sketch? We saved Hero's sketch. Now, let's do an unexpected one. So long, soul. Cream, what cream? Classic cat instincts, Helix. Very on brand. You're on top of this. Okay, everybody. Now, how do you draw a squid man like a witherling? I'm sure I have a model reference somewhere on here that I could pull up if need be, but let's just try freehanding it, see how much we love the witherling, how much we can remember here. So here's how you draw a witherling. You start with, here's what you do. Step 1, you draw a big old oblong. Perhaps, God, that sucks. You draw effectively a football head, like you were gonna draw Hey Arnold or something like that. That's how you start. Step 2. You add a pair of gumdrops to the side of the head. Sort of like that. Probably gotta round out the head a little more. That's the idea. Then he's got 4 eyes. I think it's 4 eyes. Like a nerd. And you can be real sketchy with it, because that's kind of his aesthetic too. I love Witherling's design and how he draws. Then we add a big goofy smile. Yeah. With shark teeth. I know Witherling doesn't really have eyebrows per se, but I want to emphasize how pleased he is here. So we're gonna make we're gonna take some artistic liberties. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Those aren't, like, ears on the side of your head. Those are more eyeballs, aren't they? Now it's coming back to me. So really, you just gotta worry about the eyes going around the head. His football-shaped head. Or is there stuff on this? You know what? Now I'm gonna... Now I gotta double check it. Let me see here. Here we go. It goes all around. Okay, so that's why. Because he's got eyes everywhere. So it just looks like that sometimes. Oh, that's why. Because it's not 4 eyes. It's 3 in the front, 2 on the sides, and it continues all the way around. You gotta bring it around town. Bring it around town. So I'll move some of this around. Clean it up. I mean, technically, we could have just focused on the fixed eyeballs, but I kind of like the way that he looks. With those extra ones. But yeah, that looks a lot more recognizable. Big central eyeball. And then eyeballs for days going all over the place. I mean, technically, I think they're all the same size. Did we actually finish that playlist of streamer-friendly music? Let me remedy that. I like what Witherling does. If you guys have never checked out his streams, he's got the mad hits. But of course, I always want to upload these again after the fact, so... There we go. Another little something to listen to. Oh yeah, and check it out. Witherling's got his own little emotes. Of course he does. And from there, he's got a noodly little body. And I think technically it's got like a design to it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head, if I'm honest. Come on. Clean these up, Spaceman. Let's go. And then, of course, comes the fun part. Just tentacles for days. Tentacles are fun to draw. They can be as big as you want. They can be as small as you want. They can be as wormy as you want. They can be as noodly as you want. He's a space squid. Deep from the void. Withling says, I taunt Twitch with my music. So let me ask you something. Have you got it set up where it's a separate audio channel? So it just doesn't show up on the VOD? Because I've considered doing that before. I know that's something that can be done. But I also usually upload these to YouTube a couple days after, so... I know if I leave it, all the music stuff on there, it'll get flagged in short order. Game Grotto, everybody! Check it out. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Everybody, if you haven't been checking out Game Grotto, do yourself a favor. Mosey on over there right now. There we are. and show them some love. Check them both out, because it's a, this is another team effort. Much like the Nova Swarm, Game Grotto is actually 2 people, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check this. I had it in my... Oh, where did you go? Stream reference here. This is actually Dawn and Meg, correct? Me and Dawn. Yeah, we're a super team. You guys are game devs, correct? And virtual streamers. I tell you guys, the amount of talented people that we have met since embarking on this journey of discovery in independent streaming. It's been so inspiring. So fantastic. Alright, hold on. You know what we want to do? We want to give Witherling something to hold here. A little something. Let's give him... a paintbrush. Because he's such a fine artiste. Just gotta clean that up a bit. And what else can we give him to hold? That's the thing about tentacles. They can do so much. Throw me some suggestions, people. What does the Witherling have in his tentacles here? It's illegal to be that cute. Vector, is this an emote or just a drawing? No, we're drawing friend of the channel and fantastic artist, the Witherling. Everybody, if you haven't already, check him out, show him some love. There we are. An absolutely astounding artist. But we're just doing sketchy sketches tonight as we test out Clip Studio Paint. This is my first time using it. Coffee, okay, that's true. Space squids need their caffeine. There we go, and we'll just put little steam lines coming off. This one to be more like that, coming off the other way. Bada boom. But how are you doing today? Meg and Dawn. Or, oh no, sorry, you said it's just Meg tonight. Everybody should know about the Witherling, yes. His art is killer. It fills me with joy and dread. Ah, everybody loves him. What can we put on the coffee mug? Something silly, something fun. Vector, you're picking up Clip Studio Paint. You're one step to God. Oh yeah, you know what? That's what we should do. Meg just gave me an idea. Let's see. We'll pull up our reference image that we were going to use later on. There we go. It's a 2-for-1 deal, everybody. Meg coffee sounds like it would be the best coffee. So this is more like a latte. We got some foamy action here, some spillage. Almost reminds us of Mocha, another coffee-based VTuber or virtual streamer, if you will. Another friend of the show. Nice, nice, nice. And that's how you draw a witherling, everybody. Football head, eyeballs all the way around. Accoutrements, as many tentacles as your heart's desires. That's how it be, that's how it be. Alright, let me go ahead and... Let's see, I want to pull up... Where was he? Where was he? All of my reference material here. Just want to keep it on the side. That's what I was double checking. With a, like, look at how Witherling does his streams. All this background stuff, all self-produced. Fantastic setup. Such a lovely, simple little, I guess you'd call it PNG tuber sort of setup. Because it's just a reactive image is what he uses, but it's so good, so good. That's what he's got. He's got like a little turtleneck. That's the piece I was missing. And then he'll make ridiculous drawings. An incredibly talented friend of the show. All right, let me add the turtleneck here real quick. The little collar piece. And we'll take the screenshot. There we go. Bam. Save that for later. Ooh, how do? That's fantastic. No, that's so sus. What's the matter? Oh, what? Have your mom draw me too? Just followed Wither on the Nova Swarm channel. Good. Everybody be following Wither. Everybody be following Witherling. The man's an absolute legend. Listen, you gotta know by now, Witherling, you don't come into this channel and walk out of here without new followers and new fans of your artwork. I'm gonna be a Witherling super fan for the rest of my space life. Sense of depth here, fill in the mouth a bit. And we can add some sense of motion to his wormy little tentacles. Gross. Oh, it's always fun to draw. in a new illustration tool. On a charming evening in February. Alright, that's good. Money, you got you too? Don't fight it. Just let it happen. Witherling is criminally underfollowed as far as I'm concerned. More people need to be seeing his artwork, more people need to be seeing his streams. I mean, they're obviously not as safe for work as Vector streams, perhaps, but but they are fun to listen in on. They are fun to spend time in. Have you ever gave Toon Boom a shot, Vector? No, because you know why? Because I always just stuck with Flash. But I know that it's like next level. It's like industry standard at this point. So perhaps I should. Perhaps we should do a little animation. Oh, you know what's cool? There's actually a... I'm not sure if it's animation or game related, but there's some sort of Flash production contest going on, being held through Newgrounds right now. I think it goes till like March or something like that is when submissions have to be finalized. But I was thinking if I had more free time, that might be fun to do. Actually use Flash the way it was designed to be used for once, instead of just making sketchy drawings. It's inconceivable. It beggars belief. But it's good to know that some people are still making Flash content in the year 2022. Alright, let's see here. I hear once you get the rigging down and have everything sorted, it's just drag and drop. Yeah, because it's all, like it actually uses, like a bone system. Like it's got its own skeletal system built into it. Which Flash kind of had, like you could set pivot points for different, movie clip objects. But the tweening on it was always scuffed up. I'd always have to manually fix like arm swings and walk cycles and things like that after the fact, frame by frame sometimes. Yeah, Toon Boom, and I think Adobe Animate might have implemented some sort of rigging system as well, some sort of bone structure. That's the way to do it. You know, just make it like, you know, like any sort of 3D animation program. Like I know I've done it in 3ds Max, Maya, and Blender. Just fixed bones or even inverse kinematic bones. And then, yeah, it's basically just placing positions and tweening. Old school Newgrounders still use Flash, CS6, or even Macromedia. I still use CS6. Does that make me an old schooler? I guess so. I still use CS6 because it's the last one you can use without being cloud-based. Adobe has a weird live 2D thing. That might be Adobe Animate, yeah. Meg says, I mean, yes, but nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. I'm all about that old school. Alright, guys. I would love to keep doing these, but we've been going for just over 3 hours now, and it's getting kind of late where I'm at. So I think we're probably going to call it there for the evening, if that's alright with you guys. Adobe Character Animator? Okay, so it's its own thing. I'll have to give that a look-see. It does go so fast, that's a thing. Art streams are fun, but flies by in the blink of an eye. Was just about to call it for dinner, says Tetralemnus. Well, you go and you get fed. I want to thank you for being here for almost the whole time, I think, Tetralemnus. Thanks for showing up, showing out. Get some rest? Yeah, will do, will do. Oh, let's close things out here then, shall we? As we tab on over. Oh, it was a good evening. Good evening, everybody. We got a lot done, didn't we? Thanks for streaming. Hey, no problem, Ellie. Thanks for showing up, all the members of Nova Swarm. Night, 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 everybody. Oh, thanks for showing up, everybody. Was fun watching you draw. Hey, it was fun having you here. Now remember, everybody who's tuned in tonight, and those of you lurking in the shadows, we got a new goal for February, same as the old goal, trying to hit that 100 follower mark. So if you like what we're putting down today, why not follow? Become a space cadet. You know it don't cost you a dime, and you'll always be tuned in for the Vector Space program when we go live. Yeah, we got this. We'll make it happen, and then we'll do something special for a 100 follower special stream, just like we did for the affiliate stream. Have to think of something fun to do, though. If you got suggestions, you guys let me know. Now let me just take a quick look-see here. If any of our friends are streaming right now, maybe we can send you off for some more quality content for your evening. Oh, indeed there is. Okay, I think I know what we're going to do then. I think I know what we're going to do. We got somebody lined up. We got something planned here. Slow and steady, Vector. You'll get... Oh, thanks, Witherling. I appreciate the support. And I appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight, as we always say. But as for now, everybody, we are going to call it a night. So, I want to thank you all for being here, for tuning in, wherever and whenever you were. You can join us tomorrow, same time, same place, live at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here at Harbor Station. We'll catch you on the other side. We're going to be playing some brand new content tomorrow. Should be a fun time. Until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman signing off. Stick around for the raid. We're going to send you off for some more great content for your evening. So long, folks.